Hello, good sir.
I've had 2 bottles of wine now. Welcome to another video, guys. So this one is based around Snowdon, and it's a story that I'm probably going to delve into a little bit later. Hopefully we can get some good audio. However, it'll be a camp between 2 waterfalls on Watkins Path, just on a little tiny island for the hammock to go. So stay tuned. I got here a little bit later than I thought I would, but these things happen, so we make do, and I'm going to make my way over to those waterfalls now. Hopefully it's not too busy around there because it is quite good weather today, and it is a Saturday. So let's keep moving and get to these waterfalls. I've actually got to walk through the waterfalls on this one as well. Should only be quite shallow, so it should be good. But I'll go into the story that I've got for last time I camped there, which was over a year ago now. But it's safe to say it wasn't the best camp I've ever had. But again, I'll go into that in more detail later. Come with me to the waterfalls. Now I feel like if I was Nath, I'd have something really cool and interesting to say about this building. But I'm not Nath, so I don't. It is cool though, looks pretty cool. I wish I knew what it was. Maybe I'll research when I get home. Maybe I won't. Or I'll ask Nathan actually. He can research.
Hello, good sir. That is a beautifully kept cow. What the hell? Looks like a big collie. Look at him. Oh, he or she is a beauty. Maybe he'll come say hi to me over the waterfall soon. I know that's not possible. He's fenced in. So, or she's fenced in, I'm not sure.
That is something I didn't expect. So there's been a tree fallen over where I would walk to get to the little island in between the boat. Could be seen as a positive. God forbid the same thing happens as last time and I need to crawl over the tree, it might help. I hope you can hear me okay, by the way, because that is quite loud. However, I'm going to have to try and figure out a way over to the island the best way and easiest and safest. and more than likely gonna have to get my feet wet, as I did last time as well. But we're gonna get there, and if we don't, we don't. But I'm gonna do my best. Either way, it's gonna be a fantastic camp. I'm here now, so push comes to shove, I can walk further up and go to where me and Nate camped last time on the video, one of the earlier videos that we did. But yeah, let me try and get over to the island. So guys, we actually made it to the island, safe and sound. It was actually easier than last time I came for some reason, not sure why. Again, that means nothing though, because if it rains overnight, either way it's going to be difficult to get back, which is one of the issues I had last time. So I'm going to prepare for that. I'm going to be like, you know, it's not actually life and death, it's fine. I've got a satellite link on my phone if needs be. You know, regardless, I should be able to get warm and dry in the sleeping bag. I've got plenty of food, it should be absolutely fine. But again, this is exactly what happened last time. It was great. Then the wind started picking up, and then the rain started picking up. But we are here, and there should be enough room between these two trees here for me to get the hammock back up. I'm not sure where I actually did it last time, because I feel like it was further up that side of the island, but there isn't really anywhere we can go that way because the trees fell onto that top side of the island. But yeah, I'll give you a quick sort of walk around of the island itself. So if you'll come with me, it's a very small abode, but it's beautiful, it really is. And it'll be worth the noise that I'm going to hear all night. And you know, if it stays like it is now, it's actually quite pleasant. It's when it starts getting ridiculous. So again, thank you for bearing with. I'll try and do as much as I can in post for this sort of waterfall noise, but we're in nature, that's the way it's going to be. And if you don't like this type of video, or the noise is really getting to you, you're not enjoying it, that's absolutely fine. They're not all going to be like that, but obviously this video just won't be for you. Please, you know, feel free to find another video that's on our channel. There's plenty there with beautiful nature sounds, birds in the trees, and rain on top. So for this one, it's going to be a bit of a rocky one. It's not going to be as easy and comfortable as the rest of them, especially what the previous ones we've done over winter. So yeah, it's going to be dropping below or around 0 tonight. Probably feels like below 0, but it's going to get pretty cold. But right now I am sweating completely right through. I'm going to try and keep the jacket on because that's the best thing you do. You don't want to get too cold after, you know, sweat dries or cools down, should I say. But yeah, come with me, I'll take you on a little walk around the island. So guys, hopefully you can hear me okay, and you can hear me over the waterfalls at least. So this is where the tree's falling down on the top side of the island. It's very bizarre at the moment. But you know what, it gives nice cover from the top side, so that's nice. We are literally on this side. There's a waterfall going all the way down to a few pools, all the way down. And then if we follow it around to this side, again, you've seen that waterfall before. That waterfall goes all the way down That looks vicious. But there's a pool down there, which if I get tempted, I definitely will take a plunge, but we're not too sure about that one just yet. But yeah, as you can see guys, this definitely is an island surrounded by waterfalls. But again, I'm doing this for a reason, and I'll discuss that in a little bit. Regardless, I'm going to do my absolute best to enjoy myself. And that pond, or pool should I say, looks so nice. It looks so blue and clear. But yeah, there it is. So there's the backpack. I'm going to start getting set up now. To be fair, I might just get my chair out for now. And there's a nice little sit spot down there, which I used last time. But I'm going to get my chair out. Probably going to pour myself a little glass of wine to relax and unwind. And then I'll probably start setting up camp. I say camp, it's just basically one piece of equipment, so, but I'll bring you with me for that one anyway. So guys, I'm going to sit back, relax as much as I can and enjoy this glass of wine. Probably going to mosey about a little bit, have a look at the waterfalls and examine different structures and whatnot, because I'm sad. No, but it's really pretty around here, so I'm going to soak it in while there's daylight and, you know, get some nice shots of the waterfalls as well while I can. Hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. Thanks again as always for clicking on it. I do hope you enjoy it, I really do. Nathan went on his first wild camp, solo wild camp, on the last video on the channel. I'll link that in the description for you to go and look at that, because that was a fantastic video. He did a circular hike near Bleetarn, and he included, it was a beautiful video. So much lovely little facts that he puts throughout the video about where he is, what, you know, why it's called that, or something like, you know, you get what I'm saying. And it's a different structure to the way we usually do things, or the way I usually do things on my solo camp. So please do go and check that out. Show him some love. He edited that all himself as well, which he edited before, but it's the first solo wild camp for him. So again, he's got the experience there. He's by no means new to wild camping, especially coming from someone like me who, you know, he's probably been wild camping way before I have. So yeah, please show him some love on those on the comments, and yeah, it's a fantastic video, amazing. But back to the shit videos. So it's amazing to be here, guys, honestly, and hopefully I get a little bit tested. I want to have a little bit of a test today. So to go into a bit more detail about what happened last time, so I've camped here on this island before in the past. I even began filming it, and unfortunately I thought I could use my AirPods as a microphone to try and drown out the noise of the waterfalls. At the time, I could not use them at all for recording, so it was just coming from the phone camera and the phone mics, and it was appalling. You could not hear a word I was saying. I might include a couple of clips over the top here so you can have a little look, but yeah, that was a good couple of years ago now. And to delve a bit deeper into it, I was in the hammock that I am in today. The sleeping bag wasn't as good, it was the previous one. However, I came to the island, it was drizzly but not too bad, not too cold, and I actually had to cross the waterfalls, so walk through the waterfalls. I'm not sure why I didn't come this way last time, but believe me, when I was waking up in the morning or in the middle of the night, it wasn't what I was thinking about. So the waterfalls were great, pleasant, they weren't too loud, you know, for a good few hours, and then all of a sudden when it turned evening, it started pouring it down. The wind was incredibly strong. You know, I actually feared for my life, you know, for the first time in a while. So it would have been fine, more than likely, but it definitely gets your blood pumping. It really does. So yeah, so when I woke up halfway through the night after it had been pouring down, I looked out at the hammock just to check the waterfalls for like a sanity check, and they were as tall as I am. So if I was stood on the island, they were like pumping up with so much force that they were as tall as I was. So it was a scary feeling, but I guarantee that if I had a bit more confidence and self-assurance, that I would have been fine, because the next day I woke up, it had quietened down, and I walked across the waterfalls like it was nothing. But obviously, when they got worse in the night, I stopped recording. There was no point, I couldn't hear anything on the audio, so that's why there isn't many clips of that and why there was no video that came of it. But the reason I'm back here today is because I've been very wary about coming back here, because ever since I left that place, or this place should I say, that time, it's always been one of those camps that it was probably the worst camp, the worst feeling camp I've ever had. Even when I didn't have a hammock or a tent on the top of Watkins Path, one of the first ever wild camps me and Nate did, I think that this one on the island was probably worse last time, because again, I was genuinely scared, and that's okay. It's fine to be scared. That's the way your body keeps you alive. So yeah, the reason I'm back is to conquer the fear. I've got a bit more confidence and self-assurance while camping now. I trust my gear a lot more, and I'm much better at setting things up. And I've got a microphone that, well, I'm actually using Nathan's microphone because it's just so good. I've got the Rode Video Mic VC, and he's got the Comica. I'm not sure what model it is, forgive me. But yeah, I'm using his today because it impressed me so much on the last camp that we both did, and on his solo video, that I just needed to use it, especially with me being surrounded by waterfalls. I didn't want to take any chances, you know, to make sure I can get a decent video from this. I might have to raise my voice a little bit, but again, hopefully that's okay. I'll do as good as I can in post. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this lovely mug of wine, and then I will probably have a little mooch about and set up camp, and then if we've still got a bit of light and if I'm not too cold, see if I can dip a toe in, but we'll see how that goes, because temperature can change very quickly when you're on the side of a mountain. So it's a fantastic place, this. Amazing. So guys, I've actually opted to keep the sleeping bag in the sort of storage bag that it comes with, not the actual compression sack. So I feel like actually it conforms to the bag, the backpack, a lot better than if it was inside the compression sack. So I'm trying it out today. It seems pretty good, and obviously it takes less time to loft up. Not that it matters too much today, but I'm seeing what it looks like storage wise, and so far so good. The only downside to it is the protection. So the storage bag obviously is mesh, and the compression sack is quite thick, like cotton nylon material. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. However, as long as you are careful with your bag, I guess, and make sure that there's no wet gear pushing up alongside the sleeping bag, like no damp or nothing like that, then it should be okay. But I'll obviously report back to you if I get a decision on that one. But so far so good. So I've got the Trekology pillow, and I feel like, again, every time that I've mentioned this pillow, I forgot what the name is. But it's the Trekology pillow. I actually feel like I want the bigger one. The bigger one is actually a square shape rather than this shape. Not because I feel like this one isn't enough, but I actually want to take both of them and combine them both. So the bigger one would be on the bottom, and then this one would be laying on top. The hammock is absolutely fine for this one or anything like this. However, when I'm in a tent or anything like that, or lying on the floor, I've noticed that this hasn't got enough height for me on that occasion. So I feel like if I take two inflatable pillows that have the same sort of quality, I'll be set to go. So the sleeping bag is in there, and the hammock is all set up, so that's ready to go. The underquilt is a one Tigris underquilt. That's it there. So it's kind of all ready to go. So I'll put a couple of finishing touches on, and then I will bring you back for some sort of what is around me shots, because every time I look to another place there's something new. So I'll put a few shots in here now just of what's around me, and then I'll probably just relax and drink some wine and listen to some music, and then after that I will probably get some dinner. I'm not hungry in the slightest at the moment, so if I do bring you back for dinner, it might actually be quite dark. Luckily, we should be okay for light. So, yeah. But this is the hammock is actually the Nightcat hammock. So there's a few versions of the Nightcat. There is the two versions that came out when I got this, which was this one, and then another one the exact same but without so the mat has actually got like a little elastic like container. So inside the hammock there's an elastic sleeve that you put your mat into. It really helps a lot. It's amazing for that, so definitely opt for that one if you get the choice. It's like £10 extra on Amazon, so please do get that one. There is, if you're more comfortable with a flat lay, there is a flat lay hammock. It packs a little bit bigger, and you know, I'd love to try it out because it comes with like an undersling for your gear, so that would be amazing to try out, but I haven't got that just yet. You know, not made of money, and if this one sticks with me for as long as it's gonna, you know, God knows when. But you know, this hammock has never done me once wrong at all, and you've got to hang it slightly differently to normal hammocks because the mat gives you so much structure inside. You make it quite taut. So I've made this quite taut. It's a little bit higher off the ground, which is perfect because when you actually sit in it, your legs are just sort of just about touching the ground, if not just off, and it gives you such a comfortable lay no matter where you pitch it. So it's, you know, I've tested this so much and it's never let me down in the slightest. So I'm going to keep using it as it is, and I'll recommend this hammock to anybody I come across. It's a fantastic setup. The fact that the tarp or the rain fly is built in is amazing. As you can see, I've made a few adjustments to this one, so I've got a little bit of elastic on the edges of the zip off or the entrance, and they just make it so it's like when I'm in the hammock, even if it's like protected by rain and wind, I can still see out quite clearly like a standard hammock with a tarp. But obviously if it gets ridiculously bad weather, I can zip that fully down and I'm basically in a cocoon of protection. So yeah, like I said, I can't recommend this enough. Nightcat, if you're watching, you've made a fantastic product. I really can't stress that enough. But yeah, right now I'm going to kick back, relax, show you some of the scenery. The sun is actually going down at the moment. It's currently 4:30, about 6 degrees, so not too cold. I might get in the water. Again, I've been saying might quite a bit because I don't want to get your hopes up, but it's looking very appetizing right now, so we'll see. But if I do get in the water, I will definitely bring you guys along with me. But for now, yeah, I will just be relaxing. I think I'm too much of a wimp to put my head under. However, I got in the pool. This is amazing. I've had a hugely good time, and I got into the water. Yes, I didn't put my head under. I didn't go for a swim, but my legs are stinging like they've got pins and needles. I'm gonna get warm, sit back, relax, listen to some music, and I'll probably bring you back now when the sun sets and I want some food. So for now, again guys, you can judge me all you want, but that pool is bloody cold. Yeah, I'm too much of a wimp to get into there and put my head under. Maybe if he had some peer pressure, Nath, but for now, I'm gonna get dried off and get dressed. I cannot wait to come back here in the summer though and get into those plunge pools. Nice and dry now, guys. Oh, like I said, I'm not Wim Hof. I am not. I'm not immune to the cold, but it was definitely an experience, that's for sure. Oh. The towel is now drying off and the boxers are drying off as well. They don't need to be absolutely dry for the morning because I'll just be packing them away anyway. But yeah, I'm going to sit back, pour myself another glass of wine and enjoy the view that I have right now, which is absolutely fantastic. I moved my chair from where it was when I first put it, and I'm so glad that I did because I've got a footrest. I've got a footrest and I've got a spectacular view. It's fantastic. It's amazing. So guys, I am now going to make some dinner. It's going to be shin ramyun, which is these. It's like a spicy chicken noodle instant ramen. So I'm going to make some of that. I'm also going to boil some water for a nice cup of tea. That is going to go down very well. I'm starting to chill down quite a bit. It's currently 4 degrees and about 20 to 7. So I've got everything here ready to go. I'm just gonna set it up, start cooking some food, and yeah, I've had 2 bottles of wine now, which has hopefully warmed me up just a little bit, but I think I'm gonna need some food now. I'm gonna cook this up and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. There's no sort of extras or anything like that. I do have a new cookware set. So this is from Sea to Summit, and it all goes into one sort of container. There is a X pot, which is, I'll show you now, 1 second. So as you can see, the X kettle goes inside the pot. So we just take the kettle out, and then it pops it in. And that is what I'm going to be cooking my noodles in tonight, whatever you want to say. The light has gone so quick. Right. So I'm going to be cooking some noodles. I'm going to be making a cup of tea in this nice kettle. Again, they're like folding equipment. Right, so I'm gonna get into this, start cooking, and then enjoy that hot food, because I could use the heat right now. So guys, I have made these noodles. I'll be honest with you, I brought 2 packets. One was a spicy, one was a chicken. The spicy noodles went everywhere. The table isn't very level, so I had to replace them with the ramen from the chicken noodles. It looks like it's worked out really well, but let's take a test and see how they actually taste. They're really spicy and amazing. So I'm gonna finish these noodles, finish the cup of tea that I made, and then more than likely I'm gonna hop into the hammock, get nice and warm and cozy, and watch a film. I think I'm gonna watch Top Gun Maverick. So I'll see you later. I won't be going to bed just yet, like to sleep. However, I am a little bit chilly, so I'm gonna eat these noodles to warm myself up, drink the cup of tea, and then I do have some water left over for drinking while I go to sleep. But I'll be watching a film in the hammock, and I'll bring you back for bedtime. But it is pitch black now, guys. You can't see anything whatsoever. Yeah, it's really dark. And this is the moment in the last camp that I started to get a bit wary. So I feel really comfortable. The spicy noodles is to warm me up even further, so that when I do get into the hammock I can warm the sleeping bag up quite well. I've had 2 bottles of wine, which were amazing, but I've finished them off now, hence why I'm getting the food in and the tea in. But guys, it's been amazing. It's been fantastic so far. If anything happens throughout the night, obviously I'll let you know. But I'll bring you back to bedtime anyway. I'm in the hammock now. I've eaten my dinner, I've had the cup of tea, and I am much more comfortable and warm in here. So the sleeping bag's doing really well, and no complaints at all. I've got the fairy lights up in the hammock now, so that's what's given the ambiance to the shot at the moment. I've got a couple of snacks in the side there. I've got like Terry's chocolate orange bites and a packet of crisp. And yeah, I'm gonna watch a movie and then I'll probably head off to sleep. I'll bring you back for when I actually do go to sleep, but it's not going to be too long now, I guarantee it. But yeah, catch you for when I go to sleep. It's non-stop, by the way, the waterfalls. Non-stop. But this sleeping bag is beautiful. I am very close to falling asleep, so I thought I'd just say good night. Thank you so much for watching so far, and I will see you guys in the morning. Hopefully the waterfalls aren't ridiculous in the morning, but we'll see. And if they are, then I will show you. And if anything happens through the night, anything crazy, I will definitely show you guys that as well. But for now, catch you in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is around 9 o'clock. I think I woke up a couple of times in the night. I don't know why, but it wasn't anything drastic. Oh, I slept pretty well. I had my noise cancelling headphones in all night. I think they might have run out of charge halfway through. That's probably why I woke up. But the waterfalls haven't stopped. So yeah, but it's been a good night so far. Let me just turn you around. I haven't even sit outside yet, so I'll open up the side of the hammock and we can have a look together. Oh, I need to also get a brew on because I am gasping for a cup of tea. So guys, I've genuinely just been relaxing and doing a few camp chores, just tidying up a little bit. So not much has happened. However, I've been enjoying just relaxing here, sounds of the waterfalls. However, I am going to be slightly relieved when I can't hear them anymore. So yeah, it's been fantastic so far. It's getting on a little bit in the morning, so I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm going to have my breakfast biscuits, nothing special for this morning, and then I'll probably start packing up camp to shoot off. So yeah, I will be doing some washing up of the dishes, but I don't think, I mean, you know how to do washing up, hopefully. So you might see that, you might not, but yeah, I'm going to make a cup of tea, and hopefully that'll kick me into gear for getting everything else sorted and packed away. I'm going to eat these breakfast biscuits, drink the brew, and then start organising and packing away. So yeah, thank you again for coming on the video, because yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you're not the person to enjoy the sound of waterfalls constantly, then I get it completely, but this camp needed to happen, I think. It really did. Oh, last night I drank 2 bottles of wine, so obviously some things happened. However, this is one of the things that happened. I put my muslin bag a bit too close to the flame, sadly, so the drawstring for it has come off and broke. Small casualty, but you know, these things happen, I guess. I will be honest with you, when I was making the noodles last night, I must have spilt the water twice from the noodle pot. The first packet of noodles went everywhere. Unfortunately, that was not on camera. That would have been really funny to put in. But yeah, so again, these things happen whether you had a wine or not. So I don't think it was the wine to blame. I think it was just the table wasn't quite level. It still isn't at the moment, but it's the best I can get it for the position that I'm in. Luckily, you know, I'm expecting the worst now when I'm making this sort of stuff with the tea. So I make sure to keep a very close eye on it. But yeah, nothing too bad has happened this morning. Touch wood. We've still got to get back over to the other side yet, so hopefully the path that I came in on isn't too bad. But we'll see that when we get to it and pack up. So I'll probably bring you back now for when I'm actually packing away. There's not much to pack away at all, so that's pretty good news for me. But yeah, thanks again, guys. I'm going to sit back and relax and enjoy the brew.